Hoi. Twitch has been dumb. Twitch, don't fire me. Twitch has been dumb. It's not been telling me when ads are ready to be played for pre-rolls. So I was late because Twitch was like, I'm not gonna tell her that I've been ready for a minute. Anyway, hi. You guys want to see a cool thing? You guys want to see something cool? You guys want to see something cool? You guys want to see something cool? Bro, it's a video game. Why, everybody? Let me just hide the game for a hot second. It's okay, game guy. Hoi, hello, welcome. Oh wait, that's house thing. Cynic, hoi. Kevin, hoi. Hi. How am I feeling today? I should have taken a nap. I feel relatively okay. I'm just kind of a little sleepy, but that's mainly because I've been awake for a few hours and I was doing stuff today, and I'm like, I want to lie down. Like, my throat's doing better. In and out. Never had that. But my throat's doing better. I don't know if you can tell based on how I sound. I sound still very not great, but it doesn't hurt as much to swallow anymore. It doesn't feel like there's a freaking knife in my throat right anymore. Usually. I hope so, Kevin. I want to feel better. Hippies? I know that's hypnos, but hippies? Hippies? Hippies. That's what you call him? You call him a hippie? Oh my gosh. Didn't realize he was one of those. Kev's nickname for you is a little silly. It's a little silly. It's a little silly goofy, as Junie would say. I'm just taking all of my friends' catchphrases today. But yeah, so the goal. We're playing more Ace Attorney today. We will be starting the second trial. So if you don't want spoilers, approach with caution. I probably won't be doing voices today just because of where my throat is. But I'll still be like reading all the text and stuff. I'm hoping to finish the trial today. However, depending on my voice and how long it takes, I may need to stop about halfway or cut it short. Because of course my throat might start hurting. It seems okay, but we'll see. We'll see. This is I have not talked this much today yet, so we'll see how it goes. And also, I'm going to my sister's for supper, so I don't want to leave too late. So I want to make sure I can get away on time. Also, what are your guys' thoughts on like a donathon? Hypothetically, guys, what if I did an uncapped donathon? What do you guys would think about that? where I played like a lot of where I played games and like streamed and stuff. Where I basically just did what I'm doing now, except why would I take my hat off? Because people say it doesn't fit. Are you talking about the steal my hat? So anyway, oh, uncapped. Haha, get it? Because it's an uncapped Plymouth. No, no, it just means that every donation will add time to a timer, and I will stream until the timer runs out. Except for the fact that I would be taking breaks to eat food and sleep and also go to church and do other things that I have planned. But like, basically whenever I'm not doing something else, I'ma be streaming until the timer goes out. Excuse me. I don't know, think about it. I might do it. I'm a little scared it's gonna fail horribly. But I also think it could be a lot of fun. So I would probably plan like a bunch of like friend collabs and community games and other games that I probably wouldn't normally play, like, you know, horror games. Man, I hate horror games. I'd play Destiny. No. Helldivers? Okay, here's the other thing. If I have to buy the game, I don't know. Does Helldivers cost money? I assume yes. I assume it does. But if I would have to buy the game, probably not. Because here's the thing, guys. I'm a little financially not great right now, if I'm being completely honest. Right now, basically, I'm streaming full-time as my job. And, like, I hate asking people for money. But, man, why is it so hard to get a job? So anyways, Ace Attorney. Let's go like become lawyers or something. Lawyers are cool. Lawyers are like so cool. Oh my gosh, it's Hypnos's model. Oh my gosh, got his hands on his hips. He's so sassy. So sassy. Okay. No more talk about that. No more talk about that. I don't like talking about that. So we're gonna... No, sorry, not Hypnos. No more talking about money. I don't like talking about money. So here's a video game. Let me just move out of the way a little bit. Oh, gosh. Oh, I'm so tiny. Who would ever want to talk about Hypnos? No. Okay. I need this, and this. Okay, we're good. So, previously, freaking Maya. Previously, freaking Maya. Last stream in a nutshell, freaking Maya. She keeps getting into things that don't have anything to do with her. And she keeps getting blamed for things that aren't her fault. And she feels bad about it because she's like, I definitely did it. And we're all just like, girl, no. Shut up. So anyways, Maya was framed for another murder. And it was just because she was alone in a locked room with the victim and had the victim's blood on her body. Like, come on. That's not solid evidence. So we're gonna go, say it wasn't her and hope that she doesn't just confess to the crime. And also, I guess, find who the real killer was, even though I'm pretty sure I know who it is. Well, like, I have an idea. Part of me thinks for some reason it's her aunt, but I don't know. It could also just be It was you all along? Oh my gosh, Kevin. Kevin, no. No. Oh, hi, Maya. Sup? What? Oh gosh, my acting's gonna be so bad today. I'm so sorry. Prosecutor Von Karma? You mean... No, I heard it's his successor this time. Successor? Manfred Von Karma was really a really sinister man. They shouldn't have knocked on your door. Oh. Ah, I see. Oh, we're going back to that conversation. Previously on Breedy Bard's stream, editor put this in. Stop stealing your friend's jokes, Bree! He pulled all sorts of nasty tricks. Also, he could win. He was a man so obsessed with the word perfection. So obsessed with perfection that he would wrinkle his precious shirt. Because he was so angry. He had a perfect record for 40 long years. Who knows what sorts of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty verdicts. And now his successor. I wonder what kind of person they will turn out to be. Bro, we don't even know, like, if it's a guy or a girl. We just know, yeah, it's his child. It's like, do we at least get to know, like, anything? This is no good. Mystic Maya! Pearly! It's the monkey! I mean the child! You showed up! Thanks for coming all this way. I was really worried about you. Hey, where's your mother? Didn't you two come together? Mother's watching over the trainees. She said that they have training for 2 days straight with no breaks. Huh? Then you came all by yourself? Yep, I stuck out of the manor and followed a map. Don't tell me you walked all the way here. Of course not. I ran. The child's growing on me. Oh my, if it takes 2 hours by train, oh man. I feel like she would have had to like start the moment that we left to get here on time. She would have ran throughout the night. What about the train? Huh? What's a train? Oh. Oh man. Oh man. It's the sheltered children. It's time, isn't it? I'm really scared. What if Von Karma tries to do something to me? To you? I feel like that's illegal in court. At least I know Mr. Edgeworth would be nicer to me than Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth? Who is that? He's Nick's rival. Well, he's also a friend. Objection. I object to that message. He's not my friend. I still remember him as though I'd seen him only yesterday. Every trial was a scorchingly fierce battle until the very end. It was always back and forth with them. But when you're rivals for life, Maya, please don't mention that name ever again. What happened? What happened between them? I don't remember them ending on that bad of terms. I'm sorry, Maya. I forgot you don't know. He's gone. And he's not coming back. He's dead. What? Wait a second. What's that supposed to mean? Oh, time for court. Edgeworth is dead. Sag. Man, this game hits different when you actually, like, can feel the dramatizations in your full body while you're voicing the characters. Man. Maybe I should play Minecraft instead. You guys want to play Minecraft instead? Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. Are the prosecution and the defense prepared? It's a girl. It's a woman. What is with this kid? I don't think that's a child. Mr. Wright, are you prepared? Huh? Oh, yeah, Your Honor. Why does he always seem mad at me? Mr. Phoenix Wright. So, that's my name. You must be a little shocked because I am a woman, correct? Nah, not really. Hold on, so she's the famed successor to Prosecutor Von Karma? The one standing in the prosecution stand? Directly across from me? Where the prosecutors tend to stand during court? She's the prosecutor? No way, bro. I am Francisca Von Karma, the prodigy. Okay, I see. I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge. Naturally. Is this about her father, Manfred Von Karma? In case you forgot who her dad was. If it's something of a personal nature, I'm sure you can. Bro, did she just whip the judge? I feel like that's illegal. Bro, that's illegal. Who gave her a whip in court? You interrupt me again. My whip will do the talking for me. Oh, please speak with your mouth like a normal person. I beg of you. Bro, this is illegal. Look, I don't know how they do it in Germany, but this is Japan America, lady. There's so much illegal stuff prosecutors get away with. She's got a freaking whip. And she whips the judge. Straight up. Bro. She scares me. If only because she's not afraid to just be straight up illegal in court. Okay. Dystopian Japan America. Your opening statement, please. I'm going to ignore the fact that you whipped an old man and also a judge. Those of Von Karma blood have only one fate, and that is perfection. Of course, why wouldn't it be? The defendant, Maya Fey, will find no escape from her guilt on my watch. Very well, what is the defense's position? Your Honor? Maya didn't do it. Okay. Does the defense wish to enter a plea of not guilty? Yes? Maybe? I mean, why else would I be here? I can only think of 2 prosecutors in this series, not counting the pains that don't assault you mid-trial. For reals, though. Foolish fool who foolishly dreams of foolish dreams. Perfect sentence. Eloquently put. Truly a linguistics master. We're good. Resume the court, please. No, we're not good. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, we're good. So the pros of today so far have been I'm finally getting the gross bits out of me. The gross sick bits. The bad part of today is I have to deal with that now. So I might be muting a lot. Good news is talking tends to help do that. Bad news is I'm streaming live for the world to see. Golly! Salutations, hoy. 10 minutes? I give the defense 10 minutes before it changes its plea. That's right, I'll have you running for the justified self-defense plea in no time. Justified self-defense? I've never heard of that. Is that a German thing? A plea usually reserved for when a person unintentionally kills in defense of themselves. Oh. Well, I mean, you could easily make a solid case that it was self-defense, but the defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor. Because the plea justified self-defense is to say you did kill someone. Which she didn't do because it was a spirit taking over her body. Because that holds up in court. If that's how you want to play it, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I shall now call the first witness. He's just as scary as her father. Like father, like daughter, I suppose. Ah, it's Gumshoe again. I love that guy. Witness, your name and occupation. Yes, sir. My name is Gumshoe, and I'm a detective at the local precinct. Get to the point already. Sorry, I'm a little nervous. Explain to the court the details of this murder. Yes, sir. If everyone will please look at this map. The channeling chamber has no windows and the door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant were in the room. Why is she a K? Why is the victim a V and the defendant a K? Oh, killer, got it. What were they doing in there? That's not the voice. Whatever. They were channeling a spirit, sir. Channeling a spirit? That's quite the look of disbelief there, Your Honor. Told you it'd hold up in court. Yeehaw! And about a few minutes after the channel started, gunshots were heard from inside the room, sir. A few of the witnesses broke the door down and rushed into the room. Ah, that's where they found the victim was already dead, correct? I believe this is one of the most open and shut cases I have ever presided over. But we saw a hole in the back frame. Clearly someone could have crawled through that. See, guys, look. Someone could have crawled through this folding screen hole, right? I'm sure the child could fit through there. So, how was the victim killed? I was about to get to that. Stop wasting my time, then. Ant-assassin. Ant-assassin, you say? Ant-assassin? You know, another word for an ant is an aunt, depending on where you live. I'm not actually sure it's Aunt Morgan. She was with us, but like she could have been working with the killer. I don't think it was her, actually. I don't think it was meeny miny. What's her name? Slime friend could slip through. Oh no, slime friend. Did you do it? What's a gun? The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The shot was fired from point-blank range. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. Okay, but where was the knife? Where was the knife? And also, why were there 2 gunshots? Why were there 2 gun noises? There was a pew and then there was a pew. There wasn't just one pew. There was a pew pew. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. Why would they just start with the gun? Besides noise complaints. Seems pretty legit to me. There's the victim's autopsy report, sir. Okay. Thank you. Court accepts it into evidence. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. Okay. Okay. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead. That's not the right button. Murder weapon, Detective Gumshoe. Whose pistol was it? It was the victim's. The victim? Now why would he have a pistol? Who cares? The point that you are missing is whose fingerprints are on that pistol. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start. Fingerprints? There were fingerprints? No way. Along with the victims, the defendant and Maya Faze were also on the grip, sir. So the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon. I walked right into her hands there. Oh man, I shouldn't have pressed that one. Shot was fired from point blank range. Okay. Point blank, huh? How far away is that? It's called point blank. It's like right there. Bro, she was right there. Anywhere between 12 and 20 inches away. Oh. So that's like a foot. It's like a foot and almost 2. Where's my gun? Bro. Bro, it disconnected. There we go. Oop, wrong one. There you go. And how do you know he was shot at point blank? Mr. Phoenix Wright, I grow tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools of the foolish country. They go back to Germany. Excuse me? What did you just call me? Gunpowder burn. Gunpowder burn. When something is shot from a point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Well, powder exploded is what makes a bullet fire that it's real hot, pal. And there were definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead. Wow, I never knew that. Live and learn, I guess. Okay. Stabbed? And what was he stabbed with? A fruit knife. Where would they get a fruit knife? And why would they think that the fruit knife would kill him? Looked like it belonged to the face, sir. And of course, my face fingerprints are all over it. Ah. Oh, this does not look good. Ha ha ha. What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Go cry in a corner, I guess. How severe was the wound? If it had been a half an inch more than to the right, it would have hit the victim's heart. Bro, wait, to the right? The heart's over here. Okay, around there. After a stab like that, it's possible to fight back, let alone stand. With a fruit knife? Fruit knives are pretty short. Aren't they? I don't know. I feel like with a fruit knife and with adrenaline, although I guess if it's that close to the heart, maybe not. I don't know. I've never been stabbed before. I can't really say. His testimony makes it sound like Maya had stabbed with the intent to kill. Murderer used the pistol to finish off the victim after the stabbing. Are you sure he was stabbed first and then shot? Yep, sure it can be. One look at wounds and you can come to the same conclusion too, pal. A fool is a fool who will only listen to the foolish opinions of other foolish fools. Get a dictionary! Get a thesaurus! Use the word ignoramus. It's so much better. Keep letting your light shine into darkness. Okay. Pistol shot to the forehead at any point blank is certainly enough to kill instantly. Does it matter then which was first? Think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What a pain. That's what I'm saying about this throat of mine. This little throat of mine. I wanna... Hang on. Is it a bad idea to voice act with a cough drop in your mouth? Is it a bad idea to talk with a cough drop in your mouth? Will I choke? Well, at least it'll be live on stream and it'll be content. Yeehaw. You've clearly established that how the victim was murdered. The 2 murder weapons were made today. Very well, the court accepts them into evidence. Wee-hee. Whee! The date and time of death was June 19th at 3:15 p.m. Eyewitnesses claimed to have heard 2 gunshots at this time. The 2 murder weapons, both with the defendant's fingerprints on them. This does seem like an open and shut case. Naturally. This is going from bad to worse, as if the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme. Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours. After all, there is no room left for doubt, is there? That is quite true, Mr. Wright. Yeah. Even in the face of all this, do you still wish to plead not guilty? It's the opinion of this court that if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose. See, just as promised, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You were to change your plea in less than 10 minutes. What will you do, Mr. Wright? Will you change to justified self-defense? Because now would be the time to do so. This is your final chance. This is a huge decision. I'd better think this through all the way. Does this actually matter? You don't know who the other attorney is, but you don't trust her. No one does. She's the daughter of an undefeated for 40 years defense attorney who we defeated. And now she's mad because we beat him, that she's here for revenge. He came from Germany. And she's definitely doing illegal acts in court. It's great. I don't know. I feel like we have to plead not guilty. Like, I don't know. Not guilty. I'm gonna regret this, bad boy. If we plead justified self-defense, we would basically be confessing to murder. After the trial, Maya's life would be ruined, and she'd be labeled a murderer. I can't let that happen. Your Honor, if you reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright, the defense will not change its plea. We will accept nothing short of complete acquittal. Get your whip out of my court! This is illegal! You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Detective? Yes, sir. Present the final portion of your testimony, the final strike. I'm sorry, did he withhold information from the court? I do believe that's illegal. Especially if it's at the behest. If it's at the behest of the prosecutor or either of the lawyers, I feel like that's not allowed. Get your whip! This ain't Germany! Oh my gosh. I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence. We would! And it would have been great to hear about it earlier. You know, when he was giving his testimony the first time? Yeah, that'd be great. Sorry, Paul. Well, there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. Objection! It is not a costume. I don't know what it's actually called, but it's not a costume. As you can see, it's covered in blood. Oh, look. Is that a bullet hole in the sleeve? On the left sleeve? The one that if she was shot first, it would have like gone through the sleeve and down into like here, the folding screen. That's exactly, it would have been on that side if it was from the victim's perspective. Wow. It's a bullet hole. How old is she? 18! Too young. The defendant attacked and killed the person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. Doubt. Too young! Certainly is evidence of a backspray of blood on this. This place directly links by a fate of the crime, sir. I see. The court accepts this into evidence. Okay. Mr. Wright. Yeah. What's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Please stop calling me by my full name. It's disturbing. I might have to go blow my nose. I don't think we have to press this. Unless it's to say, sorry, I'm not your pal. But we are pals, so. It's not a costume. Maya's costume? Yeah, she was wearing this when we arrested her. Maya, she's wearing her channeling costume today, too. Is she not allowed to wear anything else? Apple Man! Ahoy! I do see, but how do we know it's the victim's blood? Lab results show that it's the victim's blood. Gosh dang it. Science strikes again. So there is blood from the victim on the defendant's clothes. Definitely not good. So were there any other clues you could glean from this piece of evidence? Oh. If you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. But too bad, not enough time. Let's move on. Oh, yes, Miss Von Cutman is perfectly correct. Okay. If I bite off more than I can chew here, what should I do? No. We gotta keep pressing. Yeah, look, if they put up a resistance, it means we're getting close to something they don't want to know about. They don't want to share the information. And this is why these games suck. Because they... Why do the prosecutors get all the information and we don't? Why do we have to do our own research? There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that. Oh, look at that bullet hole in the sleeve. That's crazy. I just have to look harder. I wonder if it's that bullet hole that's in the sleeve. There's no way you could try to poke a hole in it. I wonder what that could mean. Huh, Mr. Judge? I wonder what that could mean. Oh, looks like my time is up. So about the costume. There is the bullet hole! I'm too sick for this game. Bros. Actually, there is something very wrong with this piece of evidence. What? What are you talking about, pal? Where is the problem you're talking about? Come this far. There's no turning back now. The bullet hole, the bullet, the bullet, bullet hole. Boop. Boop. I asked the court to please take a look at the sleeve on this costume. The sleeve? There's a tiny hole here. Oh my gosh, Gumshoe. Gumshoe. Gumshoe, use your eyeballs. Use your freaking eyeballs. Gumshoe, you're a detective. Gumshoe, please. Please. I should not be this good at your job. I'm a defense lawyer. I want to make a report. Oh god. This is around the hole. It smells faintly of gunpowder. Gunpowder? No one ever told me. Use your eyes. Use your eyes. Use your eyes. Use your eyes, Dick Gumshoe. Use your eyes, Kim Dick Gumshoe. It's your job. Didn't know no one was doing my job for me. Then why do you have this job? We need to take his job. We need to take Gumshoe's job. Just because we're better at it than he is. No, I know Apple, man. I do think there's a reason why people just tend to call him Gumshoe, though. Looks like I found the hole I was looking for. Haha. Haha. Your Honor, the only logical conclusion you can make is that it must be a bullet hole. My volume was way too low for that to jump scare me. Order. This is a very grave matter. It's best we correct the court record first before anything else. Sorry about that. I guess we messed up, sir. Why are you calling her sore? Is she actually smiling? What else is she hiding? Put yourself together, detective. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds. Continue with your testimony. That just now was a fluke. Nothing more. Nothing is a fluke in court. Who can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight. While I agree that this is a mistake on the part of the police, what Prosecutor Von Kammer has said is true. The evidence still stands. If you do not find a more definitive problem with the evidence, then... Aw, butts. If anything, that kind of just proves more that it could have actually been justified self-defense. But yeah, evidence being poorly looked over. Like if this one was improperly looked at, who's to say the others as well? He wasn't fighting back? How do you know if he wasn't? If he was or wasn't? You'll find no evidence of the victim put up any sort of struggle, pal. What about that bullet hole in the sleeve? Did the murderer not have a weapon fight with depending on this, the circumstances around this murder changed drastically. If only I had something to prove that the victim did fight back. I wonder if it's the bullet hole. Von Karma. She thinks she can decide the verdict with this testimony alone. I'll find a critical contradiction somehow, then I'll have her. Okay. Bullet hole. What about the bullet hole, dummy? I wonder if a lawyer ever did that in court. I wonder if a lawyer ever whipped the judge in court. That's what Von Karma's doing. Yeah, that's my name. Having you call me by that full name is kind of a weird feeling. You said that my client killed a person who, without doubt, was not fighting back. Yeah, I did. Then what, may I ask, is the bullet hole you police overlooked supposed to mean? Oh my gosh, he pulled the you police card. Oh my goodness. What does it mean? Gumshoe, please. Gumshoe, please. It means that the victim had fired off a shot. Is this what it means to not fight back? You're right. Seems you are correct. If the victim had tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything. Aha, the wind seems to be shifting. Ha! Was that are you finished yet, laugh? Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Dang it. Miss Von Karma, it seems that Maya Fey was shot at by the victim. However, that is only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense plea, which is not the one that you have chosen, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You fool! You foolish fool of the fools of the land of the fools! I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty. I mean, I didn't say that she didn't do it. I'm just saying that she was, in fact, attacked first. I'm just saying. Oh my gosh, Karma, please. Which means the defense has yet to prove anything at all. No. No. Karma. Come on, Karma. Just let me have this. Come on. Yes, that's true. Don't you bow. Furthermore, just the fact that there is a bullet hole in the costume is not enough to substantiate even a plea of justified self-defense. Oh, how so? Bro, he's just standing there. Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day. With the new information we acquired at an inn, of course. Here's the thing, Phoenix. L plus ratio. You want me to put together the scenario all by myself? Oh my gosh. Gumshoe, do your freaking job. Oh my gosh. During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. The defendant then picked up the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it. Okay. The scenario you've put together does make sense. Yes, sir! Well, Mr. Wright, on the surface, it does seem to make sense. However, I won't give up that easily. Wait a minute. I think I've left my consciousness in a 6th dimension. Well, I'm here right now. The victim missed the shot because the target was too close. Haven't you ever played D&D? You get disadvantage when you use a ranged weapon at melee range. You get disadvantage. Yeah, it happens in shooters all the time. Yeah. Yeah. Hold it! What did you say again? I just wanted to say hold it. There's quite a difference in height between Dr. Gray and the defendant. Add in body strength, and it seems unlikely the defendant would have stabbed the victim. As you mentioned it, yeah, I guess. Cumbersome and can be interrupted, but does that count as missing? Yes. If somebody is too close, if you're holding a gun and somebody is too close, you might not be able to navigate the gun around into a position, a proper position. It really depends purely on where the two bodies were, but yes, close quarters can, in a scenario, miss because of being too close. Play something other than D&D, maybe COC. They have better, more realistic gun mechanics. Who's playing D&D for guns? I'm playing D&D for bards and magic. Maya Fey was in the middle of channeling, was she not? Huh? When channeling with the crying channeling technique, the medium physically changes. With the nurse's build, the defendants could have easily been a match for the doctor.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
Studied up on what the what? That is not what I heard. I heard like I heard a completely different sound effect. Bro, what did that desk ever do to you? Like I said before, I am perfect. Okay, but what does that have to do with court? But what you were talking about, I didn't quite get it. Never mind, let's continue with the testimony. Okay. Victim used the last of his strength to fight back. I heard, I think it's like, I can't remember what it's called. It's like a shark. It's like that really loud fart sound. But it sounds very wet, I guess you could say. I don't know why I heard that. It's not at all. No, not the reverb. It was not the reverb. I'm not gonna go look for it, but it is not anywhere near close to sounding similar to Mission Failed. We'll just put it that way. So he was stabbed, but the stab wound didn't kill him. Not that one. Not that one. But if you think about the blood loss, he was probably hurt pretty bad. How badly hurt would you say he was? Actually, I went to get blood the other day. Afterwards, I felt a little lightheaded and dizzy. I guess the damage was maybe about 10 times the distance. Ah. Why are you apologizing for answering a court question? Where in the world did that pistol come from? Looks like the victim that Dr. Gray had specifically bought it for that day. What, a handgun? Got it off the black market about 2 days before the murder. Why did Dr. Gray bring a gun? Was he taking precautions against something? No, I think he wanted to kill her first. To shut her up. The argument is that the nurse possessed Maya and she killed the guy. Yes. But Maya is being held guilty for the murder because she was the one that it was her body. Sorry, what? Where's the freaking log? Two of them were already faded when the shot was fired. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I feel like if the Korean technique is as, like, I can't say it's widespread. I don't think it's that popular. But, like, if it's something that can just be, like, looked up and stuff, I feel like you could, in a way, use the facts in court, like Karma's doing. So, like, if it's known that this technique, like the spirit overtakes the body, and if the body is not strong enough to control the spirit, and the spirit does something, the medium shouldn't be held accountable. And like, especially if there's proof of the fact, like people have seen the fact that the channeler was in fact like bodily changed at the time, you know? I don't know. In this world, this would not be a problem. This should not be an issue. In this world of Japan America, dystopian Japan America of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, this should not be an issue. Maya has never fired a gun before in her life. The victim had already taken off the safety. The safety off, even an amateur like you can fire it just by pulling the trigger. Even me, I wonder if I could kill somebody. I don't think you should be having those thoughts in court, Phoenix. Now, do you understand? Avon Karma's logic is perfect. Yep. His testimony certainly makes us look very bad. But there's gotta be a contradiction there somewhere, and uncovering it is going to uncover the truth. I can feel it. Okay, I have to present something somewhere. Would you like to see this? Yeah, let me read read this again. During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. The victim used the last of his strength to fight back. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it. Okay. Oops, that's not the right button. Wow. It's so purple. What if I off Von Karma? What if Von Karma mysteriously dies during the recess? Hang on. Wait a second. Okay, well, I mean... Okay, wait, I have an idea. Just have to hang on. During the channeling, the defendant saw James and stabbed the victim in the chest. Did I miss pressing on something? I don't think I did. Can I press again? Yeah. Yeah, she's gonna say that because the body changed. Thank you for the consume game guy. He was stabbed, but the stabbing didn't kill. It's probably really hurt bad or badly hurt when you say he was. I give it 10 times a day. You're so helpful. Thanks. So, I feel like I have to prove that the gunshot against Mayo came first. I think. She won every case as a child. Kiara is one. Yeah, she's 18. See, here's the thing. Winning every single case as a child, if she has a perfect record, she could be at 1. She could have won 1 and then have not stepped foot in a court ever since. We have no idea. I feel like I'm missing something so obvious. Contradiction. Defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. So Maya attacked with the chest. With the knife in the chest. Okay, wait, so what did he say? Maya attacked him. Maya attacked Gray with the knife. Gray took out the gun. Took a shot but missed. Hit the sleeve. Then Maya took the gun and shot him in the forehead. At worst, I'm as dumb as they are. Great! Defendant saw her. Oh! I don't know. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. But during the channeling, wouldn't she be so focused on everything? Maybe this world of everything anyone become a lawyer is a bad idea. It should not be me. I should not be a lawyer myself. No. Victor, he's the last of his strength to fight back. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm missing something so obvious. It has to do with the gun. I know it does. I know it has to do with the gun. No. Oops. I don't know. Also, the fact that it's a freaking fruit knife. I don't believe that the freaking fruit knife would be enough. Unless it was really that close to the heart. Bruh. Oops. There's always one part in like all of these kinds of games. And I'm like, it's either so painfully obvious that I don't think to try it, or it's something so out of pocket that it's like, why would you think to do that? Happened to me in Danganronpa too, as well. I mean, Danganronpa as well. All of the games. My goodness, it's been like, what, 10 minutes of me just sitting here? Oh, I'm just gonna start. Look at this gun! Want this gun? I don't think that was it. I don't think that was it. Look at this badge. Every time I do it, makes me badge. During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. But that implies that Maya wanted to kill Grace, but she didn't. So what do I have to show them what do I have to show them? Would you like to see this? Is it this? Eight inches off the ground. Bro, why do I play games like this? I'd like to think I would like to think it's because of the sickness that my brain is goopy and is not working, but no. No, this is just legit Bree brain. This is just Bree brain. Not functioning as it should. Should have had coffee. Hey chat, you got any suggestions? Ignore the top right. Chat, do you have any suggestions? Anybody who's played the game before? The victim couldn't have fought back from the stab wound. Yeah. I was just looking at that. He was stabbed then shot. Yeah, I don't think they would have had much time to fight. But what do I show? What do I present to prove that contradiction? I checked the knife, but I didn't present the knife. Small fruit knife. Belongs to the phase. Bears Maya's fingerprints. The blood on the knife doesn't look like where blood would be if it was a stab. I don't know. Is that enough? Is that enough? Is that just poorly drawn evidence? Or is that something that I should actually care about? Yeah, it looks like a slash. Not a stab. Can I like... There we go. That wasn't it. The music stops when you get it right. The knife! Let me just try everything. Do I just have to present this? Dang it. Your Honor! This is definitely true. Because they were too close, they missed. Yeah. The knife against the victim using his strength. Your Honor, this is definitely true. Whoops. Whoopsie doodles. It might be this. It might be this. Somehow. Tartar sauce indeed. Want this key? Hercules the last of his strength to fight back. But like this one, okay, I think I need to hear the presses again. Hang on. So there's quite a difference in height, yeah. Add in body strength, and it seems unlikely defendant could have stabbed the victim. Yeah. You think you can get away with such flimsy reasoning? My fate was in the middle of channeling. Yes. When channeling with a correct channeling technique, the medium physically changes. With the nurse's build, defendant could have easily been a match for the doctor. How do we know how big the... Okay, well, we do kind of know. Yes. Your Honor? Clothes. I might have to look this up. I might have to look this up just to keep the stream going. My goodness. I don't think we have a way to bring that up, Cynic. Why shoot the guy if you fatally stabbed him? I feel like it might be the autopsy. Your Honor! Dead person. Also, there are people. I forgot I can present people. Wouldn't there be blood on the sleeves if he was stabbed? I don't think the game cares about that, unfortunately. I'm gonna look this up. Nobody judge me. Nobody judge me. It's been like 15 minutes. Justice for all. Episode 2. Spoilers. Walk through. No, I don't need the. Okay. Part 2-1 trial. Oh my gosh. I hate this. I totally figured this out all on my own, guys. I got it, guys. I got it. I got it. Totally on my own. No help required. Missing the tiny hole on this costume will be the prosecution's undoing. Will it? What do you mean? Honestly, though? What do you... But here's the thing. I was correct. Because this little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony. Because the next thing that we show is something that I was like, I think this has to do with it. You said the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that were true, then where is the gunpowder burn on this costume? I did think about that, though. I did think about that, but I was like, no, they just probably didn't draw it because there was, you know, because, you know, if the knife wasn't fully bloody, then, like, you're not gonna draw the gunshot wound or, like, the gunpowder burn. Hate this game. It is so selective with its facts. This is what you testified to earlier. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Oh! But there is not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume. Us viewers would definitely see that. That is a very good point, is it? Because I'm just BSing here. What exactly does this mean? It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other. I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You think you can punch a hole in my logic with that? Please stop it with the hole puns. With wishy-washy thinking like that, no one can explain anything away. Then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking. Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away. And it was then, when they were separated, that he fired. How was that? As if that was even possible. According to testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far after that. Well, then... That's right. The defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. And then, while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took his shot. There! That should satisfy even you. But that would mean that Gray was on the ground and the gunshot would be going at an upwards angle. But, unfortunately, there is something that contradicts this. It does not make sense. I wonder why. There's a fatal flaw in your argument, in her argument. Fatal flaw? Stop it with this. Someone take this whip away from her. Very interesting. I would love to see where this flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanation. Yeah. She put some distance between him and the final blow. She was about to strike the doctor who took a shot. Yeah, so if she pushed away the doctor, then he would probably be on the ground because he was dizzy and losing blood and weak. He probably would have fell down. So he would have been on the ground. And so he would have had to aim the gun upwards at an upward angle. But then, how do you explain this? Sorry, how do you explain this? This is the piece of evidence that destroys your logic. What is that, a fully screen? Yeah. It's a really close-up of a bullet hole. Take a shot every time they say hole in this trial. Looks like you already know what I'm talking about. Who, where, what? Fell asleep for a second. Mr. Wright, your explanation, please. Are these two really that clueless? I'm also clueless. I'm also very clueless. The bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. It passed through at a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means when the shot was fired, the defendant was not getting ready to strike, but was actually squatting low to the ground. That too, that could also work. I was thinking Gray was on the ground. At this point, Phoenix has become chat. Yeah. Isn't there a point where he like, I don't know, I haven't played any game other than the first one, but like, isn't there a point where Phoenix basically like retires because he's like, this is BS? This changes everything. Please look at this diagram of the crime scene. The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired the shot, and the bullet hit this folding screen. It hit at this location, about 8 inches off the ground. Sorry, wait, shoot, what did he say? I was coughing! Guys, what did he say? Point out where the defendant was? Oh. Well, if he's here, and the bullet's here, it'd have to be like over here. It'd be like over here. Somewhere around here. Uh-oh, the judge's face is scrunched up like he just smelled some serious bad breath. That is, I mean, wait! I just realized I forgot to brush this morning. Excuse me while I freshen up. Hi, Jonathan. Hi, Jonathan. I don't spend enough time with you. Instead, I spend all my time playing stupid video games. They're so stupid. Hi, Jonathan. I'm gonna go blow my nose 1 second. Do you have those pesky little bits all over your workspace? You have no idea where to put them? Well, you're in luck because you can send those silly little bits to me and play fun sounds on stream. Only 10 bits per sound. Get your 15 seconds of fame with a perfectly timed sound alert moment today. Thanks, Stream Elements.
Got him!
In the meantime, I want you. Wait, what do you mean that wasn't right? Oh, butts. Oh, butts. I didn't read the text again! I'm I'm looking at the clip. My goodness. Oh, I'm so silly. Victim on the ground here in the bullet. It had this location about 8 inches off the ground. This time the defender was in this area. Oh, at the time! Oh, I think I'm... Oh. Okay. Look, see here. At this time, the defendant was in this area. Over here? Over here? Over here? Over here? Oh man, okay, you know what? I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save real quick. Maybe it is up close. Bruh. I'm so bad at this. What the butts? This time, the defendant was in this area. Like, here? I don't know. 5. Where? What? What? Why can't we just... But I'm trying to prove that the bullet hole in the sleeve is the same bullet hole... would be the same bullet that made this bullet hole. Wouldn't I? I'm watching the clip again. He fired the shot and the bullet hit this folding screen. It hit at this location about 8 inches off the ground. Here. Somewhere around here. Behind the divider? But how would he know where to shoot? Okay, but like, yeah, because it'd have to be... Like, this is a plant, I think. I don't think she could be, like, right here. Didn't I, like, try, like, right here? Try to hide behind it? But, like... But why, though? why though? Why does that count, but not just slightly more away from it? Because I'm pretty sure I tried that, but like, just past the plant. We know the defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet hole, but how can you gauge the distance from that? Literally though! Honestly, I'm with Von Karma here. I'm with Von Karma on this one. Isn't it possible that the defendant was standing much closer to the victim? That's impossible. But why? You of all people should know the answer to that question. Please. If she were shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder burns present. How do we know how big the room is? At what point were we told how big the room is? We know that point blank is between 12 and 20 feet, but how do we know how far away someone has to be from the victim who shot the bullet if we don't know how big the room is? Believe has now been proven that the defendant was standing a ways from the victim when she was shot at. Well, yes, but like, how do we know? It was exactly there, around there. If we don't know how big the room is, whatever, it's fine. You think this has to change the defendant's situation? It changes everything. I don't freaking know anymore. I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. I don't think I can be an attorney. Law is hard. Especially when you're having to do the law and also the police's jobs. And also the judge's jobs, sort of. And also the jury, and there's just so much on my shoulders. I'm just so overwhelmed with everything.
Why does anarchy constantly follow me wherever I go?
I don't
I'm
care
trying to be a
anymore.
good person.
Just say that Maya's not guilty, and I'll get out of your beard for the rest of my life. Honestly, Your Honor, I don't know, but I feel obligated to say that this changes everything. The prosecution has claimed that the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that were true, delivering the final strike with the knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at the time? Guarded all the way by the volley screen? Exactly. If Maya Fey was the real murderer, why would she be by the folding screen instead of preparing to strike? Upon further consideration, it does make very little sense. Yeah, I figured there had to be a reason. Come please. Figuring things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job! I like how at least Phoenix sees the problem with the society he lives in. Alright, with this, the race to the trial should be in the bag. blast radius of disaster. Gumshoe does his job perfectly. Best boy. He does not, though. He's terrible at his job. We love him anyway, but he's terrible. You are such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix Wright. To think that you've been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Now I know why Papa has such a time with you. You amuse me. Ugh. Oh, the things to inherit. Why did it have to be that smarmy smile? Detective? How dare you damage my perfect logic? Huh? How is it my fault? You can start by repairing your standing by first removing that three-strand goatee. Oh, and rest assured, your punishment will come later. Well then, Your Honor, I think I've had all I can take of this detective's face. I think it's time to call in the next witness. Next witness? That's gotta be a lot of pain in my behind this trial is. Everybody in this game should be fired. The court will take a 5-minute recess. After we reconvene, we will hear from the next witness. Okay. Okay. I don't think I can keep going. I don't think I can keep going. I don't think I can keep going today. Gumshoe should be fired and then rehired as CEO. There is too much stupid going on. And it's not helping that my brain is not functioning today. That was BS. So much BS. Who's streaming? Oh my gosh, what the butts? Why the heck is that going on? Father Evan is streaming? Oh, heck yeah. Surprise bonus stream. We love that. Oh, I almost had it correct. This channel has follower or subscriber only chat, bro. I didn't even know that. You guys go follow anyway, honestly. Okay, shorter stream today. As I mentioned, that was probably gonna happen because throat hurty, and also going to sisters for dinner and everything. So, but we did it. We did the first half. I think I assume there's 2 halves. I don't know. There might be more. But anyways, that's gonna be it for today. I will be back tomorrow with Minecraft. We're playing Minecraft with Juniper Wood. Good friend Junie. Starting at 1:30 EST. Keep that in mind. So an hour later than usual. But that's going on tomorrow. It's gonna be great fun. And yeah. Have a good time with Father Evan. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday It is 1:30, right? Yes, it is. Okay, bye, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, bye-bye. 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 Bye.